Okay, that's...
Wow, the energy. We're riding off the energy of seeing Superman.
Yes.
2025
Yes.
edition.
Yes.
It's called the 2025 edition, I think.
That is not what that's called, but there is a lot of Superman movies out, so I guess you could kind of call it the 2025 edition.
Is it? It's literally called Superman 2025, right?
Is it?
Or it's just called Superman?
I think it's called Superman. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm stupid.
You are.
We're going to do a spoiler-free review of Superman 2025. That is the official title.
It's not?
And we're going to do a spoiler-free review. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
So, this movie was a good movie, I think. It was what you want out of Superman, in the sense that he's this god that lives amongst men. He's powerful. He's strong. Like, nothing can kill him. He's immortal. All that good stuff. But at the same time, he's human. He's very grounded. He has, Earth parents. He gets sad. He gets angry. He gets happy. All that good stuff. So if you like the comic book version of Superman, especially the emotional aspect of it, this is your movie. If you watch the Zack Snyder Superman, he's more of a darker version of Superman, right? He's more of like a Superman noir type character. He's cooler. He's a little bit more, I guess, like aggressive, not as caring as this Superman, but this Superman, he cares. So I think this is a great Superman movie. I don't think it's the best Superman or the best adaptation of Superman that we've got. There's some issues that I have with him. I think he's great, but I think they could have done more in terms of the cool aspect. Like, he got his ass kicked way too much in this movie. That's what I think, at least. But yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, I would rate it really high. But is it perfect? No. I would rate it like a solid 7, I think. 6.5, 7.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah. But what did you think?
I'm not well versed in Superman. I never read the comics. I didn't see the last one.
Nerd.
Yeah, what a loser, right? What a dork. Never read the comics. But I thought it was one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah. I'm not like a big superhero movie guy. Like, I wasn't like all excited about the Avengers or whatever, anything. It was a little bit offbeat, compared to other superhero movies. It had like more of a good sense of humor. The music choices were cooler to me.
You like punk rock?
Yeah, but it wasn't just punk rock.
No, they definitely mixed in like the.
We don't want to do any spoilers though.
Oh, all right, okay.
So, I liked the music. They had good humor in the movie. I like that they made Superman very relatable as a person. He goes through different emotions in the movie. He goes through struggles that are very relatable in general, and also in this day and age. I thought it was all really well done. The CGI was really well done.
Yeah, CGI
Everything looked good.
Yeah.
It was like a breath of fresh air compared to fucking Jurassic World.
Yeah. Once you guys see that review, you'll know. Like,
everything looked good in this movie.
Yeah.
From start to finish. The characters were likable. I thought the acting was really good. Like, the actor for Lex Luthor was perfect.
Yeah. That was Lex.
The actor for Superman was perfect, and all the other characters, Lois Lane, I thought that it had more artistic merit than a lot of the generic sort of superhero movies. So I would recommend it.
Would you?
I might even give it an 8.
Wow, that's a very high score.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm generous with the scores. Okay. Like, I gave Jurassic World a 4.
That's true.
Because I'm extremely generous. So I gave it a 4. This one I'm giving an 8. You gave it a 7. I might give it a 7, but I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
A cut above the other superhero movies I've seen. A lot of the action movies I've seen. I thought it was special. So I'm giving it an 8. I think guys should go see it. If you don't have to see it. Like,
we can't force you.
I'm not here to beg you to see it.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna beg you guys,
But also, please go see it because
Please.
it was so good.
We are not endorsed by Superman. We're not sponsored, but
Please, I want to keep this sponsorship going.
hopefully one day.
Who would be sponsoring me? DC?
DC, Warner Bros.
Sponsored by Warner Bros.
Not really. We're gonna get sued. We are not
Fourth
sponsored.
video, we get sued by one of the biggest companies.
Yeah, we get shut down.
This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. We are buffoons. We don't know what we're talking about, and we are not sponsored by Warner Bros. Nothing we say represents them.
All right, so the spoiler-filled reaction begins in 3, 2, 1.
All right. So we're gonna start right from the get-go. So when we went into the theater, at first they started with a background on the universe 3 million years ago or something like that.
I missed a lot of it because we were making fun of it.
Yeah. There was too much reading, and there was like a lot of 3s on the screen. So I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
I was busy trying to do my goofy British accent.
Yeah. We were doing that. Yeah.
In a galaxy far, far away, like.
Yeah.
But my stupid ass missed the first half of the text.
Same. I was doing the same. Like I think I started it, and then Chris kind of riffed on, but essentially they were just giving like a background of what's going on in the world.
They're establishing that there's metahumans in this world.
Yeah. And then
Superman's one of them.
He's the most powerful one, which makes sense.
He was the most powerful one. I mean, he still is, but
yeah,
because he got beat by the hammer.
Right.
Of Bosnia?
Bolivia? Barovia?
Barovia.
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 Bosnia is an actual place. Barovia is not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to sound so stupid if that's... They're made up countries in the movie. Barovia.
Yeah. Let me just make sure.
Popeyes, really?
I was hungry.
You're looking through the Popeyes menu on your phone?
I was on the way here. I was hungry, so
But not even to get anything, just to like fantasize.
Yeah, because then I went to Wendy's because it was too expensive.
You were just fantasizing about Popeyes like it's porn, like just looking at the pictures.
Yeah, just going through the menu. Okay, so it's Bravia.
Barovia. Let's rewind.
Okay.
God, this fucking...
This is gonna be a shit show.
This review is a shit show. Okay, so we start the movie. Superman is losing a fight. He just lost a fight to the Hammer of Barovia, which isn't a real person. It turns out later that, that's Ultraman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ultraman. His dog comes.
Crypto.
He whistles. Crypto comes, his dog. Which for me was the first surprise of the movie because I don't know I told you guys I don't know anything about Superman. I didn't know he had a dog that wears a cape and flies around.
Yeah, he has a dog. It's a very 90s thing, but he has a dog, yeah.
All the stuff to the other super movie here, the superhero. Oh. Can we just delete this whole thing? Just delete the channel and forget it ever happened. All the stuff, I didn't know about any of this stuff because the other Superman movies, they don't have them, right?
They do not have
like
crypto.
Did the Henry Cavill one have any of this stuff?
Well, they had no, they had different aspects of Superman, but they never like Crypto. I don't think Crypto was ever in any other live action movies. I think this is the first time we're seeing Crypto.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'd ever seen Crypto in my life. I never knew about this motherfucker till he popped up at the beginning scene and jumped on Superman there. So Crypto dragged Superman to his ice fortress was the second surprise of the movie because
he doesn't know anything. Like when he says he doesn't know anything, he doesn't. Like that's Superman 101. He lives in an ice fortress.
I got hit with a lot of stuff that I didn't know about Superman. All I knew about Superman is that he can fly, he's really strong, and he's got laser eyes. And he like stops people from getting killed at the last second. That's his specialty. Okay. Something's about to fall on somebody, boom, Superman's there. That's all I knew about Superman. But I didn't know he had a dog with a cape that flies around. I didn't know he had an ice fortress. And then we go into the ice fortress. I didn't know he had robots.
He has robots, yeah. Yeah, he was genuinely surprised. He was like, what is this?
Yeah, I literally said
Superman
to
has
you.
robots?
I literally said to you, "What is going on?
I
What
was
is
like,
this?"
yeah, he has robots.
And you're so nonchalant. Like, that's what surprised me even more. You were just like, "Yeah, everyone knows Superman has robots," and I was like, "They do?
Yeah.
I'm the only one who doesn't know that Superman has robots."
Yeah, you're the only dork that doesn't know Superman has robots.
Oh my god, I gotta get a life, dude.
Fucking stupid.
So Superman's in his fortress.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. His robots are there to assist him. They put him in his little chair that he likes to sit in, and they put him in the sunlight and they heal him.
While they are healing him, this is like a kind of an important part, is that a message from his parents plays in the background. The message essentially says, "Oh, Superman, our world was dying. We sent you to Earth. We want you to do good and like protect the people," or something like that. But then half the message is destroyed on the entry of the spacecraft into Earth.
Yeah, so Superman has just been listening to the first half of this message that his parents sent him basically his whole life.
Right.
And it's very like
Comforting.
You're here on Earth to help people, to save people, to be a positive impact. And this has sort of shaped who Superman is today, right?
Right.
He just does his best to live up to this message that his parents sent him, and it sort of keeps him on track.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And so he gets healed and he goes back to fight the Hammer of Baravia, who's actually Ultraman.
And by the way, he's being controlled. So it's Ultraman in a suit, controlled by
Mr. Luthor.
There you go. Yeah.
Lex.
Lex Luthor.
Full name Alexa Luthor.
Not his full name.
You don't know that though. What is his full name?
No, I do. It's Lex Luthor. That's his.
What's the full? What is Lex short for? Exactly.
I don't.
Exactly.
I mean,
Alexa.
I'm pretty sure
So
it's
Alexa
not
Luthor
Alexa. Okay.
is controlling Ultraman. Remind me what happens immediately after he goes back to fight the Hammer.
So
he doesn't win, does he?
No. He's actually getting his ass kicked. He's fighting the Hammer of Baravia, and then they immediately cut to Lex and his goons controlling him. Lex is like calling different plays, and the Hammer of Baravia is kicking Superman's ass.
I didn't realize he was calling plays. I thought he was telling them which camera to look through.
No. They were saying like P18.
I didn't realize that till the very end of the movie. Like P18 means open this camera, P18 camera. Oh,
Yeah.
This open G whatever. And I thought he was doing that to follow the cameras of Superman,
Yeah.
to like keep the footage rolling.
Yeah. That's why you can't fix stupid people.
Yeah,
But-
more evidence that I'm stupid. The mountain of evidence keeps growing.
And it'll
By
definitely
the second.
it'll definitely keep growing as the
By the
videos come out.
I didn't know shit about Superman. I didn't know if Baravia is a country.
Yeah. He thought it was a real country, yeah.
All right, but I can cut it all out. Make myself sound smart.
Definitely keep it in, because that's just who you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I should embrace who I am.
yeah. Embrace the stupidity. Superman's getting his ass kicked, and he essentially loses that battle. The Hammer of Baravia destroys him. He gets his ass kicked, and that's it. Bam. The title screen comes up, Superman. Now, after that, I was totally on board with the movie. I even turned to Chris. I was like, that's a pretty cool opening.
They show the Superman symbol.
They show the Superman symbol, and yeah, look, it was very cool. It was very inspiring. So 10 out of 10 there. And then I think immediately after
go to
that,
Clark Kent, right?
we go to Clark Kent. Yes, he goes into the Daily Bugle, which is where he works. He's a reporter. We meet his love interest, Lois Lane. We meet Jimmy, who is the
Certified ladies, man.
Yeah, the ginger certified. Like it's insane, because you have Superman, Clark Kent, who's like 6'4", 240 pounds of muscle. That's the joke, right? The joke is that all the ladies are attracted to him, and they completely ignore Superman.
This is one of the humorous elements they threw in, is that there's this completely normal, unassuming looking guy. Doesn't look very masculine.
Yeah, just a normal dude.
There's a scene towards the beginning where there's a couple girls giggling and looking at him, and
they're like, "Oh my God, he's so fine."
And we were confused. I literally said to you, "Are they looking at him?" And then you were like, "No, I think they must be looking at Superman."
Yeah, I was like, "No way!" Like,
and then I said to you, like, "Why are they looking at him?" And then we find out later in the movie that he is a ladies' man, even though
he's a normal dude,
he's
average,
just a
like
normal ass dude.
Yeah, and then even Lois questions it too later. He's like, "How do you do it, Jimmy?" And It's crazy.
Jimmy has insane levels of game.
Insane Riz.
His Riz
Is
will be
godlike.
studied for probably generations.
Yeah, centuries.
And you know what it is? It's because he never wants the girls. You know what I mean? He's always like,
He's always like, yeah, like
she's like, please, can we hang out? And he's like, I don't really want to hang out with you. And then that makes her want him more.
yeah,
I gotta try to use some of Jimmy's game.
yeah. That doesn't work though. You're too handsome.
I don't think I'm that handsome.
Well, don't sell yourself short.
Does this review suck?
I don't know what we're doing right now. Anyway,
Okay.
let's reel it back in.
We meet Jimmy, the certified ladies man. We see Lois Lane,
Yep.
who I didn't realize they worked together. I didn't know that's how they knew each other. I knew of Lois Lane, but I didn't know they were co-workers, which is quite scandalous.
Very scandalous.
And Clark Kent is there. He's hyping up Superman because he wants everybody to like Superman,
Mm-hmm.
which is sort of one of his human elements, right?
Right?
He's not above wanting people to like him,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. He's a god, but he wants people to like him. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And he's also writing like these puff pieces about himself. He's hyping himself up, like Chris was saying.
So then we skip to Lois Lane's apartment, right?
Right.
And this is like a trope in movies where the person like breaks into their home and is already there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Should this be considered normal behavior?
Definitely not. Like,
Lois Lane goes home and Superman is already there cooking for her. He's already broken into her house.
yeah. Although
It's just so hot because it's like so bad boy.
it's him, you know what I mean? Like, if this was a real situation and Superman was not as attractive as he is in the movie, if this would have happened, he would have definitely got the bat. You know what I mean?
It's something that only a really hot guy can get away with.
Exactly. Like, no matter if you're hot enough, you can break into people's. Don't do that, please. We do not endorse any of that. Again, this is all for fun and games. Shits and
For
giggles.
entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Do not try this at home. So Superman's already broken into Lois Lane's house. He's cooking her breakfast for dinner.
For dinner.
And they have their first kiss scene, which the theater became a little bit humid. Did you feel that?
Definitely.
Like there was moisture in the air that you could like, it was palpable.
It was palpable. Like,
And you could hear like giggling and talking and laughing
All the
as
ladies.
they're making out.
all the ladies in the theater were giggling and laughing, and just you could tell they were fiending over him. That's how attractive he is.
Yeah, and I went into the movie as a straight man, and
Came out as something
I
else.
came out as something completely different, let me tell you.
You're unsure now. You don't know.
No, I'm sure.
Oh, you know.
I'm
You
sure.
know. You've decided.
I've made up my mind.
Yeah.
Clark, aka Superman, agrees to let Lois Lane interview him, and it gets pretty heated.
Yeah.
And then you see more of Superman's humanity, right?
Right.
He doesn't really know what he's doing. But he's just making his best guess,
Right.
and he's getting heated about his opinions and emotional when Lois Lane questions him about his decisions to fight back against the Baravian government.
Yeah.
So Baravia is attacking the smaller country, and Superman intervenes, and it starts this whole political drama. And Lois Lane is like, why did you have to make this big political move on your own accord? And Superman's getting emotional, saying people were going to die. I did what I had to do.
Right.
And then he basically like says, you know what, I'm leaving the apartment. He gets too emotional.
So he leaves, but like Chris was saying, we see a lot of the human emotions from him, right? He would react like any of us would react. He's not above feeling anger or sadness or whatever.
He's not like this robotic, stoic figure.
Yeah.
That's sort of stereotypical of a superhero.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. After he leaves the apartment, I believe we switch back to Lex, and Lex somehow has access to Superman's Fortress of Solitude. It's basically Lex, Ultraman, and the girl with the robot girl, whatever the hell
We'll just
her
call her
name is.
Robot Girl.
Robot girl, yeah. We'll call her Cyborg.
Kind of like Shark Boy and Lava Girl,
Robot
you know,
girl.
but it's Robot Girl.
Yeah. So they're all in Superman's Fortress of Solitude, and they fight the robots. They disarm the
Destroy
robots.
Superman's robots.
Right. They kidnap the dog
Kidnap the dog.
and also they decipher the rest of the message.
They hack into his computer and they find all of his Pornhub history. And they decide they're going to use that to blackmail him, basically.
Yeah.
Because he's into all of this kinky shit. You see it in the movie.
Way too much kinky shit.
You see some crazy shit in the movie, let me tell you.
A lot of alien stuff.
Facts. But in addition to that, they also find the rest of the recording, which I guess apparently is real, right?
Yeah.
They didn't make it up.
No.
They find the rest of Superman's parents' recordings. You find out that after the first half of the recording where the parents are saying all this positive sounding stuff, you hear the second half where basically they're saying that Superman should become the king of the world and repopulate his bloodline using the humans.
Which is insane, because like this is a huge, I guess, divergence from the comics, because in the comics Superman's parents are very virtuous. They're very good, right? You know, that's not why they sent Superman to Earth. The reason why they sent him to Earth isn't because they want to take over the planet, is because they want him to, like, first of all, survive the destruction of their planet, but also second of all, to help people.
Mm-hmm.
But here they kind of change that. The director, James Gunn, takes that and flips it on its head and basically makes Superman like a conquering force, right? They send him to Earth, you know, one, to escape the destruction of their planet, but two is to repopulate the Earth, find as many wives, or take as many wives as he can, and spread his genes, essentially, and I guess like usher a new Krypton, which is a new planet,
Mm-hmm.
which I liked.
Yeah.
I liked that aspect, that of taking something from the comics and then kind of making it into your own, you know what I mean? That was a cool aspect to me.
I also liked it as well because there were different elements, different themes to the movie that were sprinkled in. For instance, here it was like, does what your parents tell you have to dictate who you are, what you do?
Right.
So this was like a theme of like independence, making your own path regardless of what. Now Superman has to confront the fact that his parents actually wanted him to, you know, rule this planet.
Right.
And he has to make a decision. Is he going to continue to be a do-gooder, or is he going to do what his parents are actually telling him to do? He finds out, you know? So now he has to look within himself to find out who he really wants to be, which is sort of like a big theme here, right?
Exactly. And like that's one of, I feel like, Superman's defining characteristics in the comics and in the movies, is that he always has this like internal struggle within him, because he's an alien, right? He's coming from a different world, and he's powerful, you know, he can do anything he wants, he can stop all wars, he can conquer everything, but you know, he always has to kind of nerf himself. He always has to like reserve himself, pull himself back. So that's how you see that in the movie, is his parents, his biological parents, want him to be a conqueror, but he's, you know, raised on Earth with human parents and good people as well that, you know, have taught him different. So he has to kind of go against what his biological parents want. You know, it's kind of like that nature versus nurture type theme, which I liked, and it seems like Chris, you liked as well.
Added another dimension to it.
Dimension, yeah, exactly.
Speaking of dimensions, we got to get to...
Yeah.
So Lex Luthor, he steals this recording of Superman's biological parents, telling Superman to take over the world, and he releases it to the public, and now all of a sudden Superman's whole reputation is smeared, and this is just after he fights a giant
like dragon
monster, which...
Yeah, that was just like a distraction Lex made so that he can infiltrate the fortress. He's little at first, but then as he grows to like a skyscraper, and he's very hard to kill. And also at the same time, we get to meet the Justice Gang, which is comprised of Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific.
You said Hot Girl?
Hawkgirl.
Oh, Hawkgirl. Well, she was pretty hot, though.
She was hot, yeah.
Okay, so they use this giant lizard thing, whatever, to distract Superman. He's busy fighting that. Lex Luthor steals the message from Superman's parents.
Plays it all over.
I've said this like 10 times now. He uses it to smear Superman's image to the public, and now the whole world knows that his parents sent Superman there to basically impregnate their wives and take over the planet, and they're not very happy about it.
One thing I would say I didn't like about this scene is how quickly everyone turned on him, because like Superman, he's been doing good for a hot minute in DC, like in this universe, and then everyone just instantaneously like turns on him, which is a little bit unbelievable, but I get it. You know, the movie's 2 hours, like you can't, you know.
I thought it was believable though.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Why did you have to say it like that? Why so defensive?
Because you said it aggressive.
No, I was
so
like,
I said it defensive.
I was like, really?
You're like, oh yeah, did you think that, bitch? Dumbass.
Dummy.
How many times you call me stupid in this video? Huh?
We'll count it. We'll put a little counting.
I am stupid though.
Yes.
But in a moment's notice, if you're like a public figure, for example, you know, people can just throw an accusation at you, and like all of a sudden everyone turns on you.
Yeah.
And now
so.
there's this theme of, are you going to let the world's opinion of you determine what you do or how you feel about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the viewers, we know that Superman's a good guy, but now the world has seen this video and they're like overreacting and like, freaking out.
Mm-hmm. Like, I understand the theme. The theme is really good, especially in today's day and age with social media and everything like that, and how people quickly turn on each other. But in this instance, it was literally like, you know, within 2 seconds, like people are throwing cans at him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a little bit unbelievable, but it's fine. But anyway, so we then go to Superman returning back to the fortress because he knows that they infiltrated the fortress. So he goes to check on his, you know, his house, his home, and then he sees all the robots are destroyed. He sees that Crypto is kidnapped, so he zooms back over to LexCorp, and he's like shouting at Lex, "Where's my dog? Where's my dog?" Which again is another...
It's used against him by the media.
Right.
They film
it.
Superman yelling at Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And it's just another thing to smear his
image,
even though he's justified in being angry.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I was about to say, it's a human emotion. Like if somebody comes after your dog or just any one of your family members, you're gonna be upset. You know, you're gonna be pissed. So then he fully becomes like the bad guy in everyone's eyes, and then the government essentially greenlights Lex to capture Superman essentially. And then Superman goes back into Lois's apartment. They have like this heart-to-heart moment while this interdimensional monster is being dealt with.
Another one of the funny scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
There's this giant like jellyfish interdimensional monster in the background, but he's had a long day. Like all
he's
this
worried
stuff
about his dog.
His dog was kidnapped. The world hates him, so he's just sitting there, not doing anything about it, while the Justice Gang is fighting this giant jellyfish monster in the background.
They got that handled.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
And then Lois Lane, they come and have a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
And all the while, the jellyfish monster is attacking the city.
Is wreaking havoc.
And they're just casually having this heart-to-heart conversation and talking about punk rock bands.
Yeah, they're talking about punk rock bands, yeah. The reason why they have so much punk rock in this movie is because the director, James Gunn, is like, he's known to love punk rock. So he kind of sprinkles that in there a little bit, which is fine. At the end of this conversation, Superman decides to basically hand himself in. Lois is like, no, don't go. And he's like, no, I have to go, blah, blah, blah. If I hand myself in, I might be able to rescue Crypto, which kind of makes sense. He surrenders, and then they take him and they throw him into this interdimensional prison.
There's a bunch of other people trapped in there too, which I felt for those people.
Yeah.
Imagine being in one of those cubes just sitting there endlessly. You'd lose your mind.
And you think like all these people are like dangerous. Like, yeah, some of them are, but some of them are just regular ass people. One of ex's, his ex-girlfriend,
who wrote like a mean article about him.
Exactly.
Throw that bitch in the interdimensional cube.
Which I am gonna say though, I feel like that. I mean, I'm not the biggest comic person, but I do know a little bit about the comics. That goes in line with what Lex's character is in the comics. He is very petty, you know. He's malicious. He's malicious. He's very petty. He would definitely do something like that, I feel like.
I guess they're kept alive because they're in like another dimension. They don't need to eat or something, or where do they shit and eat?
I mean, I don't want to assume, but maybe the guards give them food and like bathroom breaks, but that'll be insane though, because there's a lot of people in that prison.
There's a lot of logistics we don't know.
Yeah, we're not gonna get, it's a dumb superhero movie. We're not gonna get into like the nitty gritty. In this prison, the way they're keeping Superman is they essentially have this character called, his real name is Rex, I think, but he does have a comic book name, which I'm forgetting right now. I think it's like Metamorpho or something like that.
Metamorpho?
Metamorpho?
Yo, what's good? I'm Metamorpho. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing on this fine day today? Hey, y'all shy, let me holler at you. No, okay, that's enough.
He does say that at one point, though.
He does, yeah. But Metamorpho.
Okay.
And he can essentially become anything he wants. Like, he can morph his body into any chemical, any molecule, or anything.
In the
like
movie,
that.
they call him like Elemental Man.
Is that what they call him? Okay, I didn't catch that part. I think in the comics he's known as Metamorpho. But
Okay. When we first meet him, he is being used by Lex Luthor to subdue Superman using kryptonite.
yeah, he makes kryptonite out of his arm, subdues him, and then the reason why he's doing that is because, you know, his kid is being held hostage
His
in
ugly
that.
ass alien baby kid is being held captive as well, so they're using that to, I don't know what the word for it is. It's
Coerce him? No.
coerce him.
Coerce him?
They have his little ugly alien baby, and they're using it to coerce him to subdue Superman.
Right.
But they murder an innocent person as they're trying to interrogate Superman, and then that sort of strikes Elemental Man's heartstrings. So he says, you know what, I'm not going to use the kryptonite anymore. He uses his chemical reaction powers to create a sun that brings Superman life again, and Superman breaks through that bitch. See ya. That was a pretty satisfying moment, right?
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, I wonder how many punches it's going to take for him to break through this cube that Lex Luthor
Made. Yeah.
But, you know, Superman, he's at full power now. Because
Yeah.
he just got that burst of energy. And he's like,
Boom.
bitch.
Yeah.
One punch out of
that
there,
bitch.
Out that bitch. And he flies across. And the dude that's holding the baby hostage, he punches that motherfucker in the face.
He's probably dead now because, you know, it's Superman punching a.
Yeah, if you're a normie and you get punched in the face by Superman, that's it, right? You're done.
Yeah, even Superman at weakened in his weakened state, like, you would probably be dead.
Yeah. And he wasn't pulling his punches either. Like it wasn't like a sparring match where I'm hitting you like 50%, you know?
Yeah. He was going he was like,
bye.
yeah.
So that dude was definitely dead. He gets the alien baby, and now they're making their escape, right? And Superman almost gets sucked into a black hole.
Which is really cool.
But he calls upon his trusty steed once again. Can you do the whistle?
No. I was gonna spit.
Fuck.
Yeah, I can't whistle. There you go.
All right, I'll work on it.
That's an attempt, yeah.
I don't want to actually do it because I'm afraid I'll call Crypto.
Yeah, he might
I could do it, but I don't want to call him right now.
Yeah.
I like how the spider's just like dancing right now.
Where is the spider? Oh, it's
You
a
can see it on the
tiny ass
camera, too.
spider.
You can
Holy
see it on
shit.
the camera.
Yeah, look at that little thing.
Hey, little guy.
All right,
That's
fuck
adorable.
off.
No. let him be in the video. He wants to be in the video.
All right, well, guest appearance by
Guest appearance by Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, exactly.
Crypto comes, pulls Superman out of this anti-proton river thing.
Thingy,
That's
with the help of Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane.
Oh yeah. How did we forget about that?
Yeah, because
We
Lois.
just skipped that whole thing.
Yeah,
Lois Lane finds out that Superman's in this anti-dimensional whatever.
yeah.
And Mr. Terrific, who's a certified badass.
He was really cool in the movie. Like, low-key, he was awesome.
That was one of my favorite scenes when they stormed the place.
Yeah.
And they're playing that Sun song.
Yeah, it's.
Sun, right? That's the song?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was sun. And he's just like whooping everybody's ass at the military base.
Yeah, he's got like these
or Lex Luthor's
spears,
base.
and he's like throwing them at like his fucking soldiers and shit, and he's just effortlessly like cleaning house essentially. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, you get to watch Mr. Terrific whoop ass while this It's sort of funny, right? This song is not the typical song you'd have for a fight scene.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice.
It's like ironic, right?
Yeah.
It's ironic.
Yeah.
And more badass in a way.
Yeah.
Because he just pulls up to this base playing this song through the speakers of his UFO.
Yeah, because he has like a flying saucer.
He's got like a flying saucer type sitch.
Yeah.
And he's blasting this sun, sun, sun. Imagine pulling up on your enemies like that.
Yeah, like playing that song and just effortlessly like effing all of them up.
Yeah. It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah. But anyway, so then they get pulled out with the help of Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane. Superman's very sick. They take Superman back to his house. He rests up, he heals up, and then
back to his Earth home with his Earth parents.
With his Earth parents, yeah, we get an emotional moment with his Earth parents.
And that was a really good scene with Superman and his dad.
Right, yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, that's the scene where he goes, oh, I'm not sure why my parents like sent me to conquer Earth. Like, you know, they were conquerors, they weren't good people. And then Papa Kent goes, you know, you don't have to listen to them. As parents, we don't tell you what, we give you tools, and then you decide how to make the best choices.
Yeah.
So that was a nice scene. That
what your parents say doesn't decide who you are. What the world says doesn't decide who you are. It's the choices that you make, young man, that determine who you are and who you can be, who you want to be.
Thanks, Dad. I'm so proud of you. Okay.
I thought you were gonna kiss me.
I was gonna kiss
you.
you.
I got excited for a second.
Then we're just gonna you know go along.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, we got plenty of time for that later.
Yeah, after this video's done. You gotta cut this out. This can't be in the video. So
I think we're both tired too.
Oh yeah, I'm really tired.
You worked today.
Yeah.
I did nothing, but I'm still tired.
So they go to Superman's house. He rests up. We said this like 10 times. They have a heart-to-heart. Superman gets motivated. And then Lex is upset that Superman escaped the prison. So he makes the black hole erupt or something like that. And it creates a rift. And it like works its way towards Metropolis. And at the same time, Baravia is attacking the other country, essentially. So Superman has two issues that he has to deal with. And one is more important than the other. Obviously, the black hole thing, because that's going to destroy the planet. So he gears up and suits up and goes to stop this portal. He meets up with Mr. Terrific, and they are met with the Robot Girl and Ultraman. And they're essentially fighting against the two. At the same time, you got the Justice Gang stopping what's happening in Baravia. That's happening simultaneously. The freaking Robot Girl fills Superman's lungs with like her
cyber tentacles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They're called.
She used the cyber tentacles to hack Superman's computer.
Right.
You know, see his browser history.
His pornos, yeah.
And now she's using her cyber tentacles straight down Superman's throat. She's deep throating Superman.
Okay.
To death.
Great choice of words.
Superman is fighting for his life because Robot Girl is strangling him to death with her cyber tentacles, and Ultraman's trying to help out. But we have this really badass moment where Superman, he just bursts off into the sky and he's going full speed, and they're like trying as hard as they can to hold him back, but like they can't hold him back at this point because he's
so
just
strong.
He's just beast mode now.
He's not holding back, like he's just full strength going. Yeah,
that's another thing I like about Superman. He's not always at 100%.
No.
And that's relatable. Some days we feel 50%, some days we feel 80%. Deep down we got that 100% in us. You know what I mean?
We all got that dog in us.
We got that dog in us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like the way you put that.
Exactly.
You're like, don't bring the dog out of me.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened with Superman. They pissed him off one too many fucking times, and he's like, you brought the fucking dog out of me. I'm gonna take you motherfuckers to outer space. And Ultraman's trying to hold him down, but he doesn't have what it takes. Robot Girl's trying to hold him down. She's hanging on for dear life. She's like, I don't know if I can fucking hang on to this motherfucker. He's going really fast.
Yeah.
And Lex Luthor's like, you hold on to that motherfucker. Don't let him go. But Superman's just like, he's just off at this point. He's on one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They fucked around and they found out.
Yeah,
Essentially.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're finding out right now. And he goes to space, and for a second you're like, okay, what is he going to do? He's going to fight them in space, I guess? Maybe that's an advantage. Maybe the tentacles don't work in space.
Mm-hmm.
But no, all of a sudden Superman
He just kamikazes.
Like, boom! He starts going back down even faster than he was going up. Yeah, he kamikazes into the earth. Boom!
That completely takes out Tentacle Girl, and then all we're left with is Ultraman, essentially.
Tentacle Girl, she laid down for a quick nap after that one.
Yeah, she wasn't. Yeah, I mean,
she had to rest up.
Technically, she probably she would have been dead if that happened in real life.
They said she was unconscious.
Yeah, like her heartbeat's still beating, but she's on. But yeah, okay, she would have died
because they didn't want to be too morbid. I guess for the younger audiences.
Yeah, and they didn't want Superman to kill because Superman doesn't kill in the comics. Like
he doesn't kill anyone.
Yeah,
he just tucked her in for a quick nap.
For a quick nap, yeah, knocked her bitch ass out.
He just a quick nap. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she definitely wasn't dead though.
Wink, wink.
And then all that's left is Ultraman, who we find out is actually a clone of Superman.
Right.
He unmasks himself, and you see Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Superman.
The only thing is he just doesn't have as much brains, which is why Lex controls him and gives him like a play-by-play of how to beat Superman.
He went all in on the brawn with Ultraman. As a result, didn't have as many brains, I guess.
Right.
So Lex Luthor is the brains of the operation. He's calling the plays. He's telling Ultraman how to fight. And Superman realizes this, so he calls Crypto.
Indeed.
Not bad, right?
Oh, that was good. Yeah, holy shit. I was zoned out for a second. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. Holy shit.
Don't bring the dog out of me, bro.
This review brought it out of you, huh?
Oh,
okay, the dog is gone.
See, you can't be 100% all the time.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why this movie's relatable. Yeah.
So Crypto comes, he attacks all the cameras that Lex is using to monitor them, see what's happening, and tell Ultraman how to fight. So Ultraman becomes useless, and Superman clobbers the shit out of him.
Yeah. There's a scene where Lois Lane and some of the people at the Daily Bugle are flying in the saucer, and they basically found out what Lex is up to. And they're like working hard to publish this article about him so that the word gets out on what Lex is doing. And essentially what he was doing is he was funding the war to create conflict to be able to kill Superman. And while that's happening, Ultraman is fighting Superman. There's a scene where Ultraman he kind of holds back Superman's arm like in an arm bar.
Oh yeah, that was badass. I forgot to mention that.
That was pretty cool. I
forgot that part.
Superman well, he doesn't break, but like he dislocates his shoulder.
Yeah.
And then uses that to like rams the Ultraman into like a bus that's flying towards the black hole, and that's the end of Ultraman.
He dislocates his own shoulder so that he can swing Ultraman off of him, which is like pretty badass.
Pretty cool. And he puts his shoulder right back into, which is like...
Yeah, and then after Ultraman's gone, he pops his shoulder back into place.
So Ultraman is gone. The war on Barovia, that's stopped. Everyone goes to Lex, because they now everyone knows that Lex is like, he caused this mess. And then the Daily Bugle, they publish their article. Every news outlet is turning against Lex. Everyone's turning against Lex. And Superman wins, essentially, right? Lex, they take him, they send him to a prison, and that's pretty much it. Superman gets the girl, the last scene. They start making out.
Superman uses his Riz again,
God tier Riz.
God tier Riz of like, excuse me, Miss Lane. What do you think about a
Excuse me, Miss Lane. Can I have a little bit of interview with you? Hello there, Mrs. Lane.
Yeah, that was a good impression of how he sounded in the movie, actually.
Yeah, that was it. That was what he was going for.
Superman, he hits Lois Lane with his typical Riz, his sarcastic humor, and Lois Lane's like, please just fuck me right now.
Yeah.
And I think, as we said, all the girls in the theater were thinking the same thing. Like, God, I wish you would just fuck me right now.
Exactly.
And you and me, we were thinking the same thing.
We were thinking the same thing. We're just too afraid to admit it.
And Superman picks up Lois, and he's flying through the air while making out with her. And I was thinking, like, damn, imagine having sex in the sky while you're flying. Like, imagine Superman's holding you, and you're flying through the sky, and he's, like, fucking you at the same time.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm just trying to illustrate. You know what I mean? Like, imagine he's, like, fucking you while you're...
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, definitely caught that part out.
But at some point they've done that.
Yeah.
Like, off script. For sure, like, they've had sky sex. I feel like, why are you pulling back?
Because this is a crazy subject
You
to be
don't think
talking
so?
about. No, I do think so, but sometimes I keep my
Exactly.
thoughts off camera, you know what I mean?
What the whole point of this video is, like, let's talk about what's on our mind.
Okay.
If there's anything to take away from this movie, it's like, just wish that you were Lois Lane getting fucked in the sky by Superman. All right, I'll let it go.
As you can see, he's very imaginative, and we appreciate that about him. But sometimes, we like to, not go 100% on all of our thoughts on camera. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the movie.
We wrapped it up pretty quick at the end there.
Yeah, I mean,
did we miss anything?
we got the main stuff, I feel like.
Oh no, the last scene is he's back at his ice fortress. The robots are fixed.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Supergirl.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that, yeah.
You forgot about Supergirl?
Yeah, I don't know how, like, that was...
About Supergirl?
Calm down. But yeah, I forgot about that. Like, you see Kara, or Supergirl.
Kara? Is that her name?
That's her, like, Earth name.
Oh, okay.
She shows up at the end, and she's like, oh, thanks for holding my dog, bitch.
Yeah,
and
I like that. See, that's another moment that's like, this is not your typical superhero movie.
Exactly.
All right, thanks for watching my dog, bitch. And she leaves.
And then he's like, oh yeah, she always goes on parties off world. It's a nice scene because it's like, it shows that the humor, and also it's nice because it's, it kind of puts Supergirl in that universe, because Supergirl is a big part of Superman's character. Like she's a heavy hitter in DC. So and
it's a setup for another movie.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like they're setting it up for either a Supergirl movie or Superman 2 with Supergirl as one of the side characters.
Yeah.
And also it's a nice tie back to the beginning where Superman says, oh, Crypto isn't really my dog, he's a foster. That makes sense, So
And it's kind of funny to think that the whole time Superman was trying to save Crypto, the real reason is because he didn't want to get in trouble with
his cousin.
With his cousin,
Yeah.
Supergirl would be like, what do you do with my dog? And
Exactly.
He's thinking about that. He's like, oh fuck, I gotta get this dog back or she's gonna be on my ass.
Exactly. Which is a real world thing.
Yeah.
That's how you would react if you were in his situation.
Yeah,
So.
if I had a superpowered dog that got kidnapped.
But the last scene is Superman, again, he's on his bed getting healed by the sun, but instead of having his biological parents as the message, he has his Earth world parents for the memories that are comforting him. So that's kind of nice.
That was like a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much it. And then there's also an end credit, Superman and Crypto chilling on moon, on moon, essentially, like watching.
Chilling on moon.
Chilling on the moon.
You sounded really brain rot for a second.
As you can tell,
Superman and Crypto chilling on moon.
I'm so tired, you guys. As you can tell, my brain is at 30% capacity right now. So Superman and Crypto chill on moon,
Big facts.
Facts. Cap.
Relatable. All in all,
Good movie.
good movie.
Not great, but good.
What was not great about it?
I mean, I would appreciate a little bit
Dick.
more. No, but like, I would like to see a little bit more cool Superman moments. He was shown to be vulnerable, which makes sense. They were showing a more human side of Superman. But I would also want to see him show his power a little bit, which he showed in a couple of scenes, but it's a Superman movie. I want to see Superman be Superman, But it's not a bad movie at all. Like, I guess 7 is pretty good. 8, you give it an 8, I give it a 7. So that's our review. Go out and watch it. Don't go watch Jurassic World. waste of your time. Instead, go support this movie, which is an actually good movie.
What if for every movie review we just mentioned, like, by the way, don't see Jurassic World, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. It was so much fun, and we love you guys. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow or whenever the fuck we make the next one. Bye.
Bye!